Hi, I'm firearms attorney Gilbert Ambler, and I'm back today to talk about how the ATF let slip during the investigation into the Trump assassination attempt into the Trump shooter just how searchable their database of gun owners really is. We're going to talk about this subject today, but before we dive into it, if you have not yet hit that subscribe button, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button, like, comment with your thoughts, share with your friends. That way you and your friends can keep getting this important Second Amendment related content. Now, if you ask ATF, do you have a registry of gun owners? Their answer is going to be no. In fact, if you jump on the ATF website, they've got a section called ATF Myths. And one of the main myths that they talk about is the concept that they have a federal gun registry. In fact, they say right on the website, for us to create a registry would be illegal. And they're right. Federal law found at 18 U.S.C. 926 prevents the ATF from establishing a registry of Gun Control Act gun owners. Now, if you are an NFA owner, that's slightly different. NFA firearms go into the NFRTR, which is a database, a repository, a registration of civilian-owned NFA items. So that is separate. We're talking short-barreled rifles, short-barreled shotguns, machine guns, suppressors, etc. We're talking the NFA is separate. When I say that the ATF can't have a registry, I'm talking about your standard Title I rifles, pistols, shotguns. Federal law prevents the ATF or any other organization or branch of the United States government or states from establishing a registry. Now, the other thing that the ATF does have is they have out-of-business records. So if a gun store, which keeps 4473s, the record of transfer to an individual who purchases a firearm, if a gun store goes out of business, they are required to send their records to the ATF. It used to be that the gun store only had to keep records for 20 years. In the past couple of years, with the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act, gun stores are now required to keep those records indefinitely. So what happened with the Trump assassination attempt, and what insight is that providing us? USA Today previously fact-checked Gun Owners of America, saying ATF has these out-of-business records, but they're not searchable. They've digitalized some of them, but only to prevent decaying of records, and that digital repository is not a searchable repository because that would amount to a registration. However, the Washington Post is reporting that in the aftermath of the Trump assassination attempt, when ATF got their hands on the rifle, they were within 30 minutes able to take the serial number, get it to an employee in West Virginia who ran that serial number in their computer database and figured out that the gun had been sold at a since closed gun store in Bethel Park, PA, to the shooter's father. So why is that concerning to us? Because it seems that ATF is perhaps not being entirely upfront. One of two things is true. Either they have a database of all of these out-of-business records in a searchable format, and they were able to rapidly, within 30 minutes, ID the purchaser of this item using that database, or it's not searchable, in which case their 30-minute timeline makes no sense at all. Let us know what you think. I'll tell you what I think. I think the ATF has not been upfront with how these records are being kept. I heavily suspect that they are, in fact, in a searchable format. If you enjoyed this content, please like, give us a subscribe, let us know, and share with your friends. Until next time.